today is Weather Day with Tom Skilling, also a fun way to interact with fans. And one of the things that he talked about was how global warming can affect weather in Chicago. Let's take a listen.
We have more extreme rain events than we've ever had. Ask anybody who lives by the Des Plaines River or any of our rivers how often they flood. That's a product of climate change. Do you know in this country we've had $11 billion floods? We call them 500 to 1,000-year floods in just the last years. We've burned more terrain with wildfires. In the last month, Australia's had the highest temperature ever. Antarctica's had the highest temperature ever. We've had avalanches in Europe because they had a tough winter over there. By the way, people think because we say global warming, it can't get cold or it can't snow. The snows in global warming are actually heavier than the snows other times because the atmosphere holds more water vapor than it does in other times. There's just less area getting them, that's all. But that's a great question. It's said that our weather in Chicago will have 3 1995-type heat waves per year by the end of the century. And our weather by the end of the century, if we don't do something, will be like the weather in eastern Texas right now. So we're warming quite rapidly, and sea levels rising. The cities near the ocean are in real trouble.
Now, Tom told me that he's been involved with Weather Day with Tom Skilling for about 8 years. So I asked him, how'd you get involved?
You know, Lauren, this, I think, was hatched between the White Sox and us. And, you know, we've always loved the White Sox. So, I come from a long line of White Sox fans. My dad ended his love letters to my mother back in the late 40s saying, "Bet I've got to go because the Sox are about ready to play." And we go out. We lived for a while in New Jersey. My dad did the commute into New York. So we go out to Yankee Stadium in the Nellie Fox days and go watch the Sox play out there. We'd be the only ones in the stadium rooting for the Sox. But I'll tell you, this is a lot of fun. How often does a weather guy get a chance to come out here and do weather in the weather? You know, it's great.
Well, that's what my next question is. It's going to be, look at all these people who are just dying to hear you talk. What do you find most rewarding about being part of this program?
Well, you know, it's really interesting. It's a marriage between a fun day and hopefully, you know, the young people walk away with some information on this. But I'm always amazed. There's a question-answer session we do, which is always fun. And the caliber of the questions, Lauren, you'd be amazed. I mean, it's pretty darn impressive.
I think that's so funny that Tom Skilling says, how often does a weather guy get to actually be out in the weather? I guess not often enough. I thought that was kind of funny. We're going to take a quick break here on White Sox Warm Up. Stay with us. We have a lot more coming.